Awesome. Hey, how are you? It's Kevin Kenny. Welcome to a brand new episode of Billboard in Studio. Today, our guest, the one and only Anitta.
God, thank you.
That was quite the intro, but it's deserved. It's deserved. You are a superstar internationally. If you're watching right now and you're not familiar with Anitta, I mean, your debut album a couple years ago, 3 times gold, went platinum. We were talking before, Latin Grammys are coming up this year. You're the youngest ever Brazilian artist to perform at the Latin Grammys, and now you're here stateside doing English music for the very first time.
Yes, that's a challenge. I've been working for so many times in my country, and my career there is big, and I have my fans, I have my story, everything, but now I want another challenge, another thing to do, to build again from the zero, from the bottom. And now doing English music and Spanish too.
Yeah. I mean, what makes you want to take on that challenge? Because you are this superstar in Brazil and really the world over. And now not that you're starting at the bottom, because I don't want to say that. You're working with some incredibly talented people, and you yourself are so talented. But how does it feel right now? Is it almost like starting all over again here in America?
Yeah, it's like from the beginning, because, but I don't like to rest, I think. I don't like
just go.
Yeah, I don't like comfortable vibes, you know. I like to, every time I reach some goal, I get another one to reach.
Have you always been like that? Like since you were little, were you always very competitive and always seeking out new challenges?
I don't think I'm competitive, but I don't like to be stuck, you know. I like to do new things. I like to do things that nobody has done before. So in my country, I think it's the first time something like this is happening. We have big names, but it was some time ago, and not Spanish and English and Portuguese, everything in the same time, and so popular, and a commercial side, you know, so for all the ages and things like this. So for my country, it's something very new and very difficult. Yeah. So I like this kind of challenge.
Yeah. My career, you're comfortable in the challenge.
Yeah, my career in Brazil was a huge challenge, because I started doing a rhythm that it's like hip hop's history in the 90s. I mean, a lot of prejudice coming from the ghetto. It's like the ghetto sound. You know. Do you know what is a favela?
No, teach me, right?
Favela is like, you can Google it, you can search on the internet. Favela is like the ghetto, you know, where the ghetto is. So it's like house on the top of the mountains. So I used to live in a place like this.
Oh, wow.
And this rhythm came from this. The name is funk, the name of the rhythm. Okay. It's like hip hop's history. And I needed to change this things, because just like the beginning in the hip hop, it used to talk about guns and drugs and sex. And what I did, I got this beat, and I started to sing powerful women lyrics, you know.
That's awesome.
I know, I know we have Beyonce and all these amazing women here, but in Brazil it's not that easy to learn English if you're not, if you didn't born rich, so you're not gonna speak so easy. So they like these artists, but they don't actually understand immediately what they are singing. Right. So,
but then you can be there to give them that message.
Yeah. So it works, but it was kind of conservative, the country, you know. Yeah. You need to be a girl like this and do that, and be a girlfriend and be a wife, and I just said no.
Do your own thing.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta ask, why was now the time to cross over and start making English music for you personally?
Because I think I'm young, so I still have energy for it. And this is something new and big, so it needs a huge effort and energy. So that's why, and I just got an amazing moment in my career in my country. So I thought, okay, I'm 24. What am I supposed to do now? Live the same life forever for the rest of my life? So this is not the kind of person I am. I like to build new things. And
seize the moment.
Yeah.
You know? Definitely.
Yeah, if I get it, great. If I don't get it, that's okay too. But I'm going to get it.
Yeah, you're certainly well on your way. And let's talk about the English music that you've already made. This new song with Alesso is off to an amazing start. 30 million views in 3 weeks for their music video. How did this song come about? Because I know a collaborator of yours, Pooh Bear. And for those at home, I think everybody knows Pooh Bear, but if you don't know, he's a longtime Justin Bieber collaborator. He's written for Sam Smith. I think he worked with Ty Dolla $ign on his new project.
Yeah.
He doesn't just work with anybody, and I'm sure you know that, but for you at home,
I know.
This guy is pretty selective as far as who he chooses to work with, and he's worked with you twice now. Your first two songs in English were written by Pooh Bear. Why work with Pooh Bear on these songs?
Yeah, and not only twice, he's like in everything I do. He's just in this work. So I feel very grateful, happy, and it's an honor because it's like this. He doesn't do songs for any person, so he really chills. But I have a good team with me, my managers and people who are really by my side, helping me. And Pooh Bear is a huge talent. I love his songs and I love the way he works, and it's easy. I always felt kind of insecure when I used to go to the studios to cut some song because it's a new language, so it's not easy to feel comfortable singing in a language that it's not your native language.
Yeah.
But Pooh has a different way to do this, so I felt really comfortable.
How did he do it? I'm so curious. You know, you are making this transition from one language to another. How does somebody like Pooh Bear make that transition easier for you?
He's just fast, and he has his way to cut the songs. It's like verse by verse and really fast, and I do the same verse a lot of times, and he just give me advice and say, okay, keep going, and then he choose the best one. Yeah. And that's what we have. And then I sing all the song after all this work, and it seems more natural. But it's fast because he is fast and his team is fast. So it doesn't make me feel like, oh my God, I'm making an effort and it's not working. No, it's never like this.
Smooth sailing with Pooh Bear, definitely. You talk about it being natural. You hear that in the music that you make with him. Sounds very natural. Sounds very organic. Now, you, Alesso, and Pooh Bear are all part of Shots Studios. Yeah. If you're watching right now, you're not familiar with Shots. Can you kind of like talk about what Shots is and what that involves?
Yeah, we call it a family because we are all friends and we all support each other. Rudy, Lele, all the people, Pooh Bear, Alesso, Marshmallow, everybody who is there, they support each other. You know, when I'm launching something, when they launch something, it's just like, okay, whatever you guys need, just I can support, I can help. And it's cool because it's not only a music team, they have actors. Rudy is actually an actor, comedian, singer, music guy.
Very talented guy.
He's everything, you know. So he's a doll. He's everything.
Yeah, he does the puppets. Yeah. Totally.
He's everything. So it's cool for me to be with people with this energy. I think it's more than huge people or not. For me, it's not based on numbers. For me, it's based on the energy of who you are working with. Because these people, I know everybody's very talented, but they have great energy. Yeah. I know Pooh is amazing, but he's not amazing only because he does great music. It's because he's a very good person. Yeah, and Alesso is the same, and everybody there is the same.
It's cool to see you with such a great team like Shot Studios this early on in your, not your career, but at least your English career, because that support, it goes so far, as you know, and as you said, you know, making this new music. I want to talk about this 30 million timed viewed video for the song with Alesso. video. Now, I understand you shot it in the Brazilian rainforest?
Yeah, the Amazon. My idea was to show the Amazon to the world because it's a big moment for the Amazon in my country. We had some kind of issues and fights about the protection, and I thought it would be cool if we do something there, because I think people now, children, teenagers, they are very online, and most of the time they are caring about having fun and talk and just do things that are teenage things, children things. But what I try to do is to send important messages with a funny way, a funny vehicle. I mean, if I can put an important forest in the video, so it's good. If I had this, if I make people think about this, if I put all types of people dancing my songs, girls that are not skinny and thin or young, or so I think that if I do this kind of things in my music, I will send message without being boring.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do.
It's a great way to do it. You talk about Beyonce and the positive messaging before, and you're doing it in your own special way, which is really neat.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask you a question about a story that I did hear about this music video shoot. There was a Brazilian shaman that was there on set, maybe, that was there to ensure that there was good weather. Are you the superstitious type?
I am, but I don't know. I believe in these things. I don't know if people believe, but yeah, I like to pray, and I believe in energy and faith, and so we just tried to have this guy, and he got like 12 hours on a boat to get to the place we were.
Oh my gosh.
But then everything went very, very well. No snakes, no spiders. Everything that Alessos was kind of afraid. Nothing happened.
So it was a good shaman. He was a good shaman. He did his work.
Yeah,
whatever he put out into the universe, it paid off.
Yeah. And
That's
we
hilarious.
didn't have the rain. It was cool.
Hey, speaking of the video, I know fashion is something that is so important to you.
Yeah.
And I think fair to say important to the Brazilian culture as a whole. You have some amazing fashion looks in this video. First, talk to me about how fashion plays a role in everything that you do.
I didn't used to love fashion, but then when I became a singer and I started to see all my country reproducing the clothes that I was wearing, I started to think, oh my God, I need to start to care about this. And then I started to study about it and search. And now all the fashion is, not all, but I have good friends in this world, like Jeremy Scott, that he became
That's a good friend to have if you're in fashion.
No, but he's an amazing person, sweetheart. Ricardo Tisi, Merton Marcos, Stefano Gabbana. Stefano is always posting my videos and my songs, and he kind of do her own video of my songs. It's
no way.
his own view from my video. He does a new one and he posts there, and he's always supporting me. Stefano is a very good person too. So, and now this video is that for me, the styling was made by a girl that she's creative director of Vogue's Brazil.
Oh, wow.
The magazine.
Yeah, of course.
So she just stopped a little bit with Vogue to do the video and came back.
Do you have a favorite look in the video? Because I know your fans are probably going crazy, like studying this video,
I think my favorite one is the one that I'm inside the river and it's a black and pink one. I think it's my favorite.
Is that when you're in the water?
Yeah, everybody
You're like submerged in water in the video.
Everybody asks me, how could I go there inside without being afraid? Yeah, but I didn't think about it. I just thought about this when I was outside the water, and I thought, oh my God, I realized that we could have something there.
Yeah, imagine whatever's fishing around there.
Thank God I thought about this after.
Well, you look calm, cool, and collected in the video, so you're a great actress in that
I didn't
sense.
realize it was possible.
Yeah. Afterwards,
but then I posted a video and everybody was like, "Oh my God, get out! Something's gonna come and get you."
Can you imagine?
And oh my God. This possibility was real, but I didn't realize it before.
Well, you're also such a great star, as I've said time and time again during our chat here. We got 2018 coming up. Have you thought about what's next? Are you working on a project?
Yeah, we are working on good music and timeless music.
Yeah.
I say, because I'm not worrying about numbers. I never worry about numbers, because if I'm worrying about it, so then I can get these numbers and then it's gonna pass.
Right.
So what I do great music for me, and if people like, I will love. If I don't get that huge number, so I will be happy anyway. So we're working on it. Songs in Spanish and English, to have more material for people who are searching for my name.
Now, you talk about Spanish, English. Are you still doing the Checkmate campaign?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you talk about what that's all about? Because you're doing, that's ambitious. That's like, I think, one song a month in English?
One song every month, one video every month in English, Portuguese, and Spanish.
Wow.
My idea was to have more material in other languages, because I only had Portuguese songs and I needed something more, but it's really difficult. It's really hard to do this in Brazil because it's a very specifically market. So if you are out of Brazil, or if you just don't do Portuguese songs for a while, they start to forget, they start to don't be there so much, because it's different when you sing the native song, the native language. So what I did, my idea was to put out new tracks, but monthly, because then I could have the support and the numbers my country can give me, but without make them be tired of it, you know. So we're putting good music out. They are not getting tired, and I also have a song in Portuguese playing, so it's cool, with Major Lazer.
Oh, that's awesome.
So and it's in Portuguese, and it's playing in a lot of countries, even in Portuguese. But my idea was to launch as much as possible, just to have more stuff in other languages.
Yeah. Hey, before we go, I want to talk about collaborations coming up. I saw you on Instagram with John Mayer. How'd you meet John Mayer?
Yeah, he was in Brazil for a show.
Okay.
And every time international artists come to Brazil, now that my career got that big, and thank all my fans for this. Every time international artists go there, they ask, "Oh, you need to know Anitta. Oh, do you know Anitta?" So I was in even for, I think it was Vogue even, and he was there. It was a coincidence. And
no way.
Yeah, we met.
Big John Mayer fan?
Yes,
yeah?
I was crazy actually, because I have all his CDs.
No way.
I have all his CDs. And I had already talked to my manager that, "Oh, John Mayer's here in my country. I'm trying to go to the show, but I have concerts every day, every single day he's singing." There was one day that he was in the same city I was to perform, and he was playing in the same time that I was, but different places. I was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
And then I was there randomly walking in this Vogue fashion event, and he was there, and I was, "Nah, you're kidding."
That can't be John Mayer.
Yeah, and we spoke for a while. He's a very good person, not only singer, not only music guy. I'm a fan.
Yeah, Anita, a John Mayer super fan. Last guy I got to talk to you about, because you're all over Instagram with him, or I see you on social media going back and forth, and I've heard rumors that there might be something in the works, is J Balvin.
Oh.
What can you tell us about J Balvin?
J Balvin is more than a friend. He's a brother, you know. He's supporting me in his market, Latin market, Spanish, international, and I'm doing the opposite for him in my country, that was not so used to listen to Spanish tracks, and now they are starting. And it's like an exchange, but not that business thing. It's like more from the heart, you know, energy stuff. I really like Balvin, and we have some things coming, and I hope people like it because it was made with a very, very passion. Everything. He's amazing. I love him.
Right on. Yeah. I can't wait to hear that. I'm sure your fans feel the same way.
Yeah.
Well, Anita, thank you so much for taking the time to
thank you.
only talk, but also to give a performance on Billboard Live. That was very nice of you.
Thank you, too. It was a pleasure.
The song, once again, for you at home, Is That For Me with Alesso. Go out, stream it, pick it up, buy it, do whatever you got to do to hear it. It's really great stuff. Anita, once again, thank you.
Cool. Thanks. It was a pleasure. My first time. Thank you. It was with you.
Yeah, right.
You're amazing. I loved.